Okay, no. Okay, Trader 1983, good morning to you. Good morning to me and you, V's version 2. Good morning, Neil. Good morning, Jay. Where have I been? I had things to do, and it just, I've had a hectic morning, let's just say that. So I've missed all the action. I know I've missed all the action. I didn't even trade NVIDIA last night. You'll all be disappointed to hear. And I'm kind of kicking myself. I've got FOMO now, because if I traded NVIDIA, 1,000 shares, I'd be sat here like 90 grand up or whatever. But there you go. But yeah, didn't even trade NVIDIA last night. Missed all the action. Hey Lisa, how you doing? Morning by the dip. Vol. You sold your NVIDIA call. Oh, Ali, you sold your calls yesterday before the earnings. That was silly. That was silly. What you should have done is held your calls, but bought some puts just to offset it and create a straddle. Look, it is what it is. But yeah, I could have been sat here like 80-90 grand up off that yesterday. I've been dealing with idiots all morning. Well, I hope to have a good day. I didn't trade it NVIDIA, Mike. That's what I'm saying. There you go. Get rid of that. I've not even done my research for this morning. That's how quickly I'm trying to get up to speed with the trading and the stream and everything else. Do you know what? I shouldn't even. Something I don't know if it. You bought it on Wednesday. Yeah, this is. I'd say yeah, I should Coco. NVIDIA 28% up. Let's go back to NVIDIA. NVIDIA 20% up on the day. It's going to get over $400 today at some stage, I would imagine. But could you kind of looking at this from yesterday? Let's put it on the 5 minute. You can see something tickling my nostril. I don't know if it's a hair or what it is. Well, I'm long on Nvidia. See, I'm not getting formal because I've got Nvidia in my portfolio, so totally happy with that. My entire portfolio is up on the back of Nvidia and the triple Qs today. So, the T triple Qs. I've got T triple Q and I've got Nvidia, which are both absolutely smashing it today. So my long-term portfolio is doing well, but I missed this pop from a day trading perspective. I missed this pop last night. This was Nvidia last night. It went from 305 to 395 in a space of like 40 minutes, 45 minutes. So yeah. Well, I've been bullish on Nvidia for quite some time. Nvidia are ideally placed right now in terms of the technology that they're producing and where they're actually what they're actually involved in. All of the emerging technology arenas, Nvidia's got a finger in that pie. It's great. So they're not just a display monitor manufacturer or a graphics card manufacturer or a computer chip manufacturer. I mean, they've got the leaders in the AI space right now as well. So Nvidia for me is this is why I've got why I took them long term quite some time ago actually. It's why I put them in the portfolio long term, because Nvidia for me is a great company to and it's also a good company to work for as well. But they're a great company and with big ambitions. 28% is absolutely nuts for a large cap. It's absolutely nuts. You don't get that kind of volatility. That kind of volatility is reserved for small caps. Normally, like a big move on a large cap is between 5 and 10%. 30% move. Whoa. I mean, that's absolutely nuts. Right, okay, what's moving? Let's get this AMVBs from yesterday. Let's BMR. I saw it in the Discord, BMR moving up, and I missed that big move up on BMR. So BMR moving up, I missed this move because I was busy doing other things. So, you know, it is what it is. What else is moving? NA. Let's have a look. I'm gonna keep Nvidia on watch, but just because I want to watch it. NA. No, that popped up and then popped back down again, so that's not something I'm interested in. No volume on wireless technology, XYF. Let's have a look at XYF. This is me quickly trying to build a watch list before they open, so you're getting to see me in flustered mode. Nice. Finally sold it today for a nice profit. That's good stuff, Ali. I'm not a big advocate for bag holding, but if it's worked out, fair play. Yeah, that's not going on the watch list. Near intelligence. Let's have a look. No, that's not going on the watch list. That's another pop and drop. There's quite a few of those happening at the moment. Dish Network. I'll put that on the watch list. That looks like it could be interesting. Let's have a look. Has that got margin for the small account? Yes, it is. I could trade that on the small account as well. Option Bio over the VWAP. Thing is with Nvidia now, you could take 100 shares or something. I mean, there's full leverage on it, so. BMR is on the watch list. I'm watching that. It's just consolidating sideways right now. What else have I got? There's not a lot really. Keep an eye on. What's moving here? SciTech. Not a great volume, so I'll kind of give that a miss. It's just under $2. Oh, Nvidia's making a move back up. Over 398. Nvidia could really motor. I did say it's got to be over 400. You probably get another $10, $12 out of Nvidia today, I reckon. I didn't trade it. I'm kind of I've got FOMO. I didn't trade it intraday yesterday on the earnings, but I do have it in my portfolio, so I'm golden. I'm not too worried. I'm not getting FOMO from not trading it because I do have it in my long-term portfolio, but I could have made a hell of a lot of money on it yesterday. Actually, I did make quite a bit of money in my long-term portfolio, but that's besides the point. BMR double bottom on a 5 minute, not yet. Needs to get over 625 at the earliest for that one. I see where you're coming from with that. There's a double bottom on Nvidia though. Double bottom. The move up, which is why I'm saying the middle swing high here is 97.75. Say. Yeah, 97.75. That's good eyeballing. High there, 99.50. Low, which is 94.50. So that's $5. So 97.75. Call it 98. We're looking for 403. Yeah, IPOs can be very risky. I'm kind of not too worried about the FOMO for Nvidia, not trading it yesterday. Like I said, I've got Nvidia in my portfolio. I've got Nvidia is obviously part of the TQQQ, and that's leveraged as well. So, but Dish popped up. It's a good call, that one, Alistair, but it's down at the VWAP right now. It's annoying the hell out of me, is that. Area for a double bottom breakout. Yeah, no, that's what I'm looking for there. That's my potential double bottom breakout, and if it breaks out above that, it should break new highs. BMR. So BMR on the 5 minute. There is double bottom, but it needs to get over 625. This is more. Let's say double bottom. It's more like a head and shoulders. So the key differences between a double bottom and a head and shoulders is that a double bottom, you've got a swing high, a lower swing high, and then a swing higher. Okay. a head and shoulders, you've got a swing high, a higher swing high, and then a lower swing high. So this is looks more like a head and shoulders. Negate the wicks just for the time being, but more like a head and shoulders, because those wicks are a classic reversal sign there. Then you've got a slight higher swing high there. This is more of a head and shoulders than a double bottom. So that's where I'd say BMR is looking like it's not going to break out, rather than it's going to break out. This looks more bearish than bullish to me right now, Tom. So head and shoulders rather than double bottom. They can be mistaken for each other. It's easy to do that, but you've got to look at where the swing highs and swing lows are. Negate the wicks. But even with the 1 minute time frame, it does still look very much more like a head and shoulders scenario. Let's watch the golden boy of the day. It's dragging the entire stock market up with it. NVIDIA. Let's just have a quick look at my actual long term as a result of that. Smashing it. JWST, let me just have a quick look on this. JWST, Jupiter Wellness. It halted news. It was a news halt earlier. I don't know what the news is, but let's have a quick look, shall we? I can pull up the details very, very quickly. Oh, relatively quickly. Jupiter Wellness acquisition. It's a SPAC. Right. So Jupiter Wellness issues statement on closing the business combination with Chip Motor Company. So that's what that whole pending news. So they issued a news drop about the closing of the business combination. It's a SPAC merger. JWSC. No, listen, JWSC, they're an acquisition company. So what they do is they will enter into agreement with other companies, and they will form mergers, so that the other company can then blossom and then get that spun off at a later date. Yeah, BMR, should it break down? I would say that yeah. Below $5, it's hard to borrow though on my platform. So okay, so NVIDIA on the 2 minute, but yeah, I would say that's looking a little bit weak right now. BMR. I'm not saying it's going to, because it's finding support here at $5. If it breaks below $5, it'll probably sell. But again, if it moves back up and tests $6, it might rally. So, nice range for you to watch. Now, NVIDIA, I'm watching for, talking of head and shoulders, NVIDIA here, that's a shoulder and that's a head. If we get another curl around and retest that level that I've already mentioned, we might see that breakout. This is not a head and shoulders. This is looking very what I would call an inverse head and shoulders. Nvidia is extremely expensive. Just putting that out there. It's wonderful to watch, but if you've not got a decent equity position, it will blow up your account just on its range. I mean, right now an 86-cent range, but when the bell rings in 8 minutes, 7 minutes, you'll see the volatility that comes in. People with formal institutions with FOMO jumping into Nvidia. You'll see the ticker tape rolling like you wouldn't believe on Nvidia at the bell. Watch. Yeah, that's why I'm watching it. So Ocean Biomedical. So I'm watching this. It is up on the day. It's 13% up. So being added to the Russell 2000, will it move it much? It already has done. So it's 13% up on the day. The question is, will it have continuation? Will it hold these gains and will it have continuation? Right now, it's looking reasonably okay if it gets volume. And that's the big question with this. I think Nvidia is going to attract a lot of attention today. So what you want to be doing is looking for stocks that will trade in sympathy with Nvidia. So the likes of Intel. So Intel, where's Intel? It's down on the day. So that's not trading in sympathy. AMD usually trades in sympathy with Nvidia. AMD is absolutely trading in sympathy with Nvidia right now. So AMD is up 9%. It's not 30%, but it's 9%. So AMD is a nice stock to be looking at. If you can't afford Nvidia, something like AMD. BlackBerry, no. What other stocks would let me have a look. So peers for Nvidia. TSM. Yeah, so TSM's up 7.5%. So TSM, Broadcom, AMD, Micron had a bit of a pullback. So let's have a look at Micron right now. Had its own negative catalyst the other day where it was getting booted off the Chinese, but it's up in sympathy with Nvidia, up quite a substantial amount, 5% on the day. So these high cap stocks that will be trading in sympathy with Nvidia today, you can get you can get similar, not the same, but similar movement to Nvidia by trading these peer stocks. If you're in Benzinga, go into Nvidia and check the peers tab, and it'll tell you what stocks to look for, and then just check the action. Is it trading in sympathy with Nvidia? Because Nvidia is the leader today after its earnings yesterday. So yeah, so Micron. So I'm looking at Intel. It doesn't seem to be following suit. Might do after the bell. What else? On semiconductor. Yeah, probably not. Let's have a see. What are the big movers that are monolithic? Has moved as well. That's a big one. It's more expensive than Nvidia is. Monolithic, Broadcom, AMD, and Taiwan. That's probably the three big ones that I would say are trading in sympathy with Nvidia. Maybe Rambus as well. Yeah. Micron's up there, I guess. But those are the ones I'd say are worth watching in sympathy with Nvidia. Nvidia flushed down, did it? Nah. What do you expect? It's extremely extended, but it's not dropping the market. The market's up the VWAP. So the SPY is at the VWAP. I still think Nvidia. What's the leverage with this one? Yeah, I thought so. I still think we'll see 400 on Nvidia today. I'd be very surprised. Does Nvidia keep running at the bell or pull back? It's going to pull back. It's pulling back right now. But I think you'll get across the course of the day, you'll see it run. It's below the highs of yesterday now. So 395 was the post-market high. So it's below that now. So we're getting a bit of a consolidatory pullback just prior to the open, 2 minutes to the open. That's nothing unusual. This could be a significant gap and go at the open. Right, like I said, there's the big news is Nvidia and technology stocks. The question is, how much does it run? GCT sold off. That doesn't surprise me. It had a really good day, so let's have a look at GCT. Not on the scanners because the scanners are set for bullish outcome. Well, it's not sold off. GCT is exactly the same place where it finished yesterday. It sold off pretty much throughout the market yesterday. It had a really good run up, and then at the open it started selling and never looked back. It's still higher than where it was on, what day were Thursday? It's still higher than where it was on Tuesday. So we're pretty much at the open yesterday's opening price. Oh, yesterday's closing price rather. Yesterday's opening price, it opened up at $11, but this is where it finished yesterday. So it's 2% down on the day. It's not a big deal. BMR. No, so big, significant pullback there on Nvidia. So BMR here, still looking very head and shoulders-ish to me. But if it breaks new highs and moves up, once we break kind of 630, it then becomes more of a double bottom. But until that time, it's more of a head and shoulders. I'll change the scanners over, shall I? Whether it's not... profit takers on Nvidia right now. So I'm looking at 630 on BMR. Regular session. Wait for the scanners to set up. Oh, that's nice. What's going on with this? Seeing the action on the chart, not reflecting on the price action. What's going on? Yeah, that's a bit strange. Hot level salt at 786. Now you get to watch, no problem. If you're at goal, get to goal, get out. You know my take on it. The chart and the price action are not they're not stacking up together. There we go. Nvidia, wow, that's a massive sell-off. What's going on with this one? Yeah, get green, stay green, get to goal and get out. 100% Vols. It's early bath. No, it's okay to take an early bath when you're 6-0 up, 7-0 up. Well, if it's on a run, let it run. There's just something suspicious about that action, though, so I'm just gonna be conservative right now. If it stops me out, I'm okay with that. It looks like a blue sky setup. Over 750, it might really run. And it's stopped out. Yeah, hang on a minute. Oh, let's pull him back. Yeah. Let's see what else is moving. Anything? Arabian. Arabian Automotive. Yeah, I'm not really feeling that either. Zuo. What's going on with Zuo? Let's have a look at the action and then we'll have a look if it's... Yeah, there's no... Not feeling that either. Zuora. Yeah, I don't feel that. Where's my chat gone? There you go. What's going on with my this is what happens when you rush and get everything set, try and set up everything on the fly. I prefer to just mellow into it. That's what you get from a hectic morning. What's the... Spreads on BMR, they're not bad. The range is 40 cents though, so it's definitely got volatility. And volume's not bad either. Where's my chat gone again? What's going on with my desktop today? Nice one. Good stuff, free fit. That's what you want. That's exactly what you want. A nice profit day. When it's not difficult. Just get in, get to go, get out, walk away. Don't get FOMO. No worries, buddy. Yeah, just do the best thing to do. It's the best thing to do. If you see a really good setup, fine. But up until that point, no point. All right. Is this the curl around? So we had the profit taken at the open from Nvidia. I'll come back to BMR in a second. But Nvidia profit taken at the open. Do we get this bounce? So the pre-market low was down here at 370s. So do we get a bounce and move back up? I think yes. Personally, I think yes. The VIX is down nearly 6%. The SPY is up half a percentage point. Had the same sell-off alongside. So the SPY is following Nvidia today. The Q is doing exactly the same thing. The TQQQ, so what I'm in on I'm holding. So. Yeah, you can see the market's kind of following. What's the Russell index shouldn't be that affected, but yeah, the same kind of sell-off. So the Russell index shouldn't have really been that affected by Nvidia, but yeah, Nvidia that little sell-off there dragging the whole market down. Absolutely, that's the best way to do it, Neith. Base hits. Don't be holding onto any single trade looking for that home run. Just concentrate on getting those base hits and locking in green days, locking in a green trade. If you get that instinct or you get that fear that this trade's not going to go my way, take a profit. Size down, take some profit. It's that simple. You'll get to a point where you become experienced enough to know when to hold and when not to hold. And you're not going to be right all the time. You're going to be wrong sometimes. And that's okay too. So GSI Tech, let's see, can we get some on this one? Current high of day 647. We'll miss this breaker. Pre-market high was 630, so we're looking for the break of 650. What's the spreads like? 3 to 5 cents, not bad. Short sale restrictions list. Why? It had a really good pop. This traded in sympathy with Nvidia after the bell yesterday, by the way. This popped after the bell. Yeah, it looks like Nvidia's about to test the VWAP. So Nvidia's coming back around. You had that initial at the open profit taking. It breaks the VWAP. It's probably going to go on to 400 later today. And it will drag the market with it. You can watch the SPY now moving up with it. AMD's probably moving up with it. I'll check some of these. So GSI Technology. Let's have another look at the likes of AMD. AMD, that initial sell-off, AMD's up at near the VWAP as well, exactly like Nvidia. That's AMD. If you look at Nvidia, it's very similar. AMD had an initial pop, but for the sell-off, very similar, right where the VWAP is. This is the same. I'm actually changing tickers. This is not the same chart. This is the NASDAQ. So the NASDAQ's following Nvidia today. Normally the big stocks follow the market, but today they're all following Nvidia. So what else did I say was to watch for sympathy? Micron. Yeah, Micron's moving in similar direction to Nvidia now. TSM. Yeah, TSM had a move up first before then the pullback. So yeah, that's sit and wait, guys. No point. There's no point taking a position on stock hoping it's going to move. AI stocks are moving up, yeah. So we've got SoundHound, BBAI, Big Bear AI. We've got AI, which is C3 AI. A lot of these AI stocks are moving in sympathy with Nvidia as well. Let's have a look at some of those, because if Nvidia gets above that, above the VWAP and holds, we could see some of these smaller price stocks giving us some good returns. I mean, AI, BBAI, 2 cents, yeah. SoundHound, yeah. So they're all moving. They all sold off with Nvidia. So Nvidia comes back. It might drag these up with it. So let's see. Not a lot of movement right now. Nanolabs. Don't like this double top at all. Quite a lot of movers today. There is quite a lot of movers. So super microcomputers move is up as well. They'll all be moving very similar to Nvidia. So whichever, Nvidia is the leader. So if you're not trading Nvidia and you want to trade some of these tech stocks that are moving in sympathy, at least have Nvidia on another chart for peripheral vision, because if that makes any sudden moves, it will affect the price action on the ones that are following it. Halt to the upside on team. Not great volume though. Yeah, John. So wearable devices is moving up. Just halted. It's a lower price stock. I'm just calling these out. Some of you guys like to trade them. I'm not trading this. I don't trade anything under $2. But some of you guys like to trade these lower price stocks. And I don't mind pulling them up for you to have a look at. You make your own decision on it. It's not something that I will be trading. Yeah, Dish isn't. It's made its pop up. It's still in that consolidation range right now. If it drops below kind of 675, it's done. But it's still in that consolidation range right now. It's not retraced 50% of the move. Meow. I would imagine there's no volume today, but let's have a look. Yeah, it's a lack of volume. There's nobody trading it at all. So this is halted yesterday. Meow. I don't know why it's halted. I can see if I can find out, but this halted. Meow halted yesterday, and that's not a volatility halt. I will do it in a moment. So minority quality. So it's not a volatility halt. So why is it halted? Okay, NASDAQ. It's a pending investigation. So it's the NASDAQ's halted minority equality opportunities acquisition company for additional information requested from the company. So that's why it's effectively a pending investigation. So they need some more information before they'll let it resume. Okay, all right. The question was PC. So no, I've not got the resumption price. It's halted to the upside, but I don't have a resumption price. Sorry. No resumption price on DAF either. Still looking for 750 before I trust this. This is so choppy, this one. It's a bit dangerous. NA, I wouldn't say it's too cheap now, no lads. Oh, there we go. Now I've got to pull back. And that's what I'm saying, it's dangerous. Look at that. It moved up, popped up, and then dropped a whole $1.20. Wow. Hard to trade. I'm staying. I'm not going anywhere near that 1 wick. Watching that, the way that it did that 1 wick, I'm not going anywhere near it. That is just dangerous as hell. Completely unreliable. Too risky for me. And I like to take the risk, but I'm not trading that. That was a joke the way it did that. Then I thought, okay, we'll get over 750 with a nice breakout. It was 750, a whole 50-cent move up, and then as quick as I was looking for an entry, it came again. Whole dollar flush. That was ugly. That was evil. I don't know about devil horns, but that was evil. Right, what was I about to look at? GSI Tech. Yeah, that double top there, the M pattern is fulfilling its prediction. Let's go back to... So we've got a resumption on team. Not great volume. So just be careful with this because it's not great volume, and pre-market there was no action at all pre-market. It's up 37% now. On very little volume. Oh, BMR. Let's go back to BMR just for entertainment purposes. Look at this. So in the space of 3 minutes, it's dropped to $1.50. And it's hard to borrow, so there's no chance of shorting it either. Ouch. That is massive bull trap. Massive bull trap. You don't want to be even trying to trade that. You need to have balls of steel if you're going to be trading that one today. I think the action's probably going to be with the semiconductor market. It's probably going to be with a lot of these higher cap stocks. Might be a day just to sit on your hands. How can it do that? It's easy. You've either got people, either big short sellers or people taking profits. So you might have had somebody coming in at the open, buying in at $6. So let's go back to BMR here. A nice AMD double bottom there. It's at the breakout level. It's over the VWAP. So a nice VWAP bounce here. Retest the highs there. Could be interesting. Let's look at BMR here. So people at the open, you get the gap and go. Somebody would get in here, but maybe get in for the break at 650 or whatever. Hold it through this chart. As it goes in there, and they will contribute to this initial spike up. As it gets to $8, they're like, okay, I've got $1.50 out of it, I'm getting out. And they would not be the only ones. Or it could be somebody with actually got locates for it as well, or got shares to borrowed shares to sell it. Get to $8 because you look at this spike up. It's reminiscent of this one here. There's a lot of selling action on this candle here, but in terms of the volume, similar. This is second only to that second candle of the day, and there's a big wick up there, big wick up there. So the biggest candles have huge up wicks. So that for me is a no-no. I don't trust it whatsoever. This could run to 10, but if this went up and ran to $10, I guarantee there's going to be multiple flushes of $1 plus across the course of the day. So yeah, just be careful if you're trading it. No, I've not taken any trades on the small account yet. I've not taken the one trade on BMR and at the open, and it just wasn't reliable. It didn't look reliable, so I got out for a small profit. Yeah, Dish. Back above the VWAP, let's say 725 could be of interest, but it's not looking strong at the moment. Let's have a look at Dish. Let's put that. I want to see the. Okay, so I want to draw a little line here. So that's the trend line because it's been tapped 3 times. So it needs to get over that trend line. If it gets over that, breaks over that trend line, then it might start making a move, Dish. But right now, no. So right now, I'm not seeing any good setups. Come on, guys, smack that thumbs up button. You know you want to. Where's my dog's treat? Oh, they're on the had a treat earlier. So yeah, if you smack that thumbs up button, let's get tapping the screen. Let's get that like count up on TikTok. Let's get the thumbs up button smashed on YouTube and Rumble or whatever you do on Twitch. Do it now. It's not a huge amount of action right now. So Microbot moving up. Micro robotics. Microbot medical. Broke over the pre-market high. Just lack of clean setups, guys. I wouldn't say short sellers are piling into BMR because it's hard to borrow. Well, it is on my platform at least. I don't know about your platform, JSpec, but it's marked as hard to borrow for me. Which kind of limits short sellers. It doesn't eliminate them, but it does limit them. Short sellers, if you're a professional short seller, if you're short biased, you know full well you pick out the stocks that are extended and looking weak, and you'll pay for the low cakes before the bell. You plan ahead. So it's like I'm saying, being long biased, you have your trade plan ahead of time. So if you're a short biased trader, you're looking at that thinking, yeah, I'm going to borrow some shares because if that gets up to $8, I want to short it or whatever it is. Yeah, semiconductor sector is going to be moving, selling off per thing. So this is Nanolabs back above the VWAP. It's nowhere near its pre-market high though. Pre-market high of $2.95. Oh, it is. Oh, that's current session high. Sorry, pre-market high of 479. Complete brain fart then. And look at what's happening. Little dear Nvidia dragging the market all on its sort of little shoulders, moving back up. A bit of a cup and handle, bit of a breakout there over the VWAP. Let's have a look at AMD, it's cheaper. AMD moving up with it. Yes, the market is closed on Monday, Calvis. You're absolutely right. It's Memorial Day. Hey, David. BMR's under $6 now. Dish couldn't get over that. Couldn't retake the VWAP and hold. Yeah, NASDAQ's not up 2% anymore. I'm watching the Nvidia chart to find an entry on AMD, believe it or not. TSM is moving in sympathy with Nvidia, absolutely. You know what? I'm not feeling this. Yeah, but the 95,000 share seller on Nvidia is kind of peanuts, really. What's the range? 60-cent range on this. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. I'm just going to lock that in. No, I can't trade that. Yeah, I'm not trading that either. And that certainly ain't something I'm looking to trade. Yeah, guys, it's going to be one of those days. I think it's not a no trade day. It's probably just one of those days to just sit back and watch the action. Nvidia seems to be where it's all at. I'm quite surprised with Nvidia that the level 2 isn't as thickly traded as it normally is. Normally you'll see that's a lot of hidden buyers and sellers, just market traders as opposed to limit orders. So that's Nvidia. It's pulling back a little bit now. Wilds, let's have a look at that. Yeah, I don't like this. So wearable devices. It's too low for me, but it's very volatile. So but halted to the upside, then it's resumed level, halted back to the downside, halted to the upside, on resumption level, halted, flushed down, halted to the downside. Yeah, I'm thinking today's going to be a very choppy day. The big caps, the larger caps, mid and high caps is where it's at today, it seems. Nvidia's stealing a lot of the attention. Yeah, but the thing is with Nvidia, I mean, today's a special day for Nvidia, okay? It's the day after earnings. So you're always going to get higher volume the day after a major catalyst breaks. So the day after today is, sorry, yesterday was an earnings day after hours. So today's the day after earnings. So you're going to get higher volume. Now, Nvidia normally does, what, 44 million shares every single day in terms of volume. It's already done 54 million, which is normal after an earnings, so you're going to get higher relative volume. So 44 million shares is normal average volume for it, and you're wondering about a 135k seller sitting at 390. You know, for me, it doesn't make any difference. A 35k seller on Nvidia is going to get snatched up. It's like saying a 10k seller or a 5k seller on a lower float stock, a lower float stock. I mean, let's put it into context in terms of the float size. You're talking about 35,000 shares. This is a 2.4 billion share float. So it's a high liquid stock. It's not going to, so what am I talking? I'm not talking about Wild, I'm talking about Nvidia. It's a very high liquid stock. It's got a lot of institutional investment, a lot of institutional trading. The hedge funds and the market makers and the banks and all of the high frequency traders will have a big slide. And probably, I would say, of the 54 million shares traded today, there's probably 40 million, 45 million of that is high frequency trading. Which is, and that high frequency trading is why you're not seeing the thick stacking on the level 2 because of all the HFTs. So yeah, it's with a like 2.5 billion float, 35,000 shares is insignificant really. When it normally does 50 million, well, 45 to 50 million shares on any given day. So I wouldn't worry too much about Nvidia hitting a buy wall or a sell wall or anything like that. If Nvidia is moving, it's moving and it will trend. That's what tends to happen with these larger cap stocks, is that when they trend, they will trend for a longer period of time. Now, we've got a lot of profit takers, and rightly so, after the bell, because a lot of people would have had taken, you know, long positions after the bell, before the close yesterday, ahead of the earnings, and they were taking profits like $100 a share up, almost. TSM, yeah. AMD, not feeling it. Rambus, no. Microns, against higher price. Broadcom. I mean, Broadcom had its own good day a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, so I'm just kind of not, I'm not seeing the action anywhere right now. I'll keep streaming till the bottom of the hour, and I'll take the dog for a walk. I'll come back later and have a look. It's not setting up as a good day. That's all I'm saying. If Nvidia gets over 400 today, and I think it will, well, without seeing how you're trading and what you're trading and where your entries and exits are, Tom, add me. And are you using TraderView? And if you're not, why not? And if you are, add me as your mentor, and I'll take a look and see if I can help you. Alternatively, just give me a shout on the Discord or book a session, and we'll do an hour's an hour's review and see if I can see if we can't do something to help you out there. No worries, diary. No worries. You're welcome. You're always welcome. But yeah, today's looking very. Sit on your hands. Get green, stay green. I'm $500 up. It's nowhere near what I normally look for, but it's green. It's profitable, and that's probably where I'm going to finish at the moment. Not seeing anything that's jumping out at me, looking like it should be worth trading. Yeah. So guys, Nvidia and its peers, that's where the action is. So if you can find smaller cap stocks that are following Nvidia, the semiconductor sector, the AI sector and semiconductor, that's where it's at. Just not seeing anything at the moment. Nothing really taking off. Well, I guess patience is a virtue, guys. So don't just take a position because you're bored. This is my only piece of advice: is slow down and don't take any boredom trades. Not financial advice, because I'm not a financial advisor. And if you miss a move, don't blame me, don't sue me. El Puno, definitely, you bought more BMR, so definitely it's selling, it's going to sell off. You are the day trade with Tony's version of Jim Cramer. Well, fair play to you. You've got what does it say? God loves a trier. Well, fair play to you, buddy. I'm only joking. I'm only jesting with you. Keep at it. I'm sure you have more wins than you have losses. But no, I don't trust this for a second. I took that trade at the open and it was just wild. Yeah, so we've got a lot of sideways chop right now. We're underneath the VWAP on the markets. We're over the VWAP on Nvidia. It's going to be sideways. I think Nvidia's probably going to. You'll probably see Nvidia over 400 today. I'll be very surprised if not. But the question is, how much you prefer to risk? You're not going to be taking 1,000 shares at $380. $380,000, not unless you've got a bit larger cap. And then it's okay. Where do you put your stock? But that's not financial advice. It's not a stock pick or a signal. It's just my opinion. I'm just calling that out. I think Nvidia will finish today at some stage today over $400. Not necessarily finish there, but I think it will reach $400 today. But it's not financial advice. It's not a stock pick. It's not a signal for you all to go and put the mortgage on Nvidia hitting 400, which is effectively a $20 move. So it did do a $90 move after hours yesterday. But there we go. Am I rich? Depends on your definition. I tell you what, my fiance's family think I'm rich. She told me that yesterday. So, you know, like I say, depends. It's all relative. Yeah, GTech 190. They're going to break that $2 level. Let's have a quick look at GTech. Nah, not enough volume. I see Zoom. Just not enough volume either. So the volume's not in the low caps today. And this is a classic. Look at the low cap. This is IWM. This is the Russell 2000. This is IWM is an ETF from iShares that it tracks the Russell 2000. And this is down on the day. So compare this to the likes of the NASDAQ, which is up on the day to the tune of nearly 2%, whereas the Russell index is down 0.75%. That's the exposure to the tech stocks. Dow Jones Industrial Average is also down on the day, 0.25%. SPY is like playing the middleman at 0.5%, with the NASDAQ 100 is currently up. It's sideways tracking, but it's currently up 1.7% on the day. Yeah, probably best just to lock it down. That's probably what I'm going to do. That's exactly right, Alistair. Good answer. Sound like someone off Family Feud. Good answer. They're all idiots. I'm sure that Family Feud in America, it's the Family Fortunes it's called in the UK, but Family Feud in America, and I'm sure they try and get the stupidest families to take part. Because when somebody actually says an absolutely ridiculous answer, as invariably there's always that one member of the family that does, the rest of the family start shouting, good answer, and it's not. It's absolutely not. Don't encourage it. It's like when you get the idiots on the X Factor or American Idol, the idiots going for auditions and they've got the family back. Do you not love this person? You're the nearest and dearest, and you know that these people can't sing. You know they've not got an ounce of talent, and you're encouraging them to go on the X Factor or America's Got Talent or Australia's Got Talent or whichever derivative. And you're just subjecting them to humiliation within their own delusion because, I don't know, maybe you find it amusing. I can understand if it's sisters and brothers, but parents, come on, sit them down and say, look, I've got to tell you, singing's not for you. Try dancing or engineering, you know? Morning, Art. Have I been down the garden centre? What makes you think I've been down the garden centre, Alistair? I'm not seeing anything to trade, guys. I don't know about you, but for me, it's a tepid day. So I'm going to lock it down. You all know where to go. Check the links in the description for the Day Trade with Tony course. If you come join the Day Trade with Tony course, of course, you get access to the private Discord. You get access to myself as a mentor. Trader view with the stats. I didn't take any additional trades after I locked it down yesterday. That's another reason why I didn't do a trade recap. So you can go and watch the trades and where I finished yesterday. It's pretty much where I finished. A good solid green day, $10,000 up yesterday. Today it's green. It's a small green, but all greens are good green. So we're gonna lock it down. I might. Do you know what, J-Spec? I might do exactly the same thing. I might come back later. And do another stream. I probably won't. I'll probably just lock it down, take the dog for a walk. It looks like it's a nice day with blue skies. I'll lock it down, and I've got other things I can be doing with my life. So I'll be back tomorrow, an hour before the market opens. I was a little bit late today. I had a few issues. So how stupid can some people be? So when I moved last year, So this is what I was having to deal with before I came on the stream. So I moved into this gap last year from my old place, and I've not updated my credit card information. So what I've done, I've still got redirect on the mail and stuff, and I've still got things I need to update my address. Just me being lazy. So I ordered the dog food for my dog earlier in the week. This big, like 15-kilogram bag that's online. So I ordered it to be delivered, and they've gone and sent it to the billing address, which is the address on the credit card, rather than my shipping address, which is where I'm living. So I got the notification that they're going to be delivering this morning, and then I looked before I started to stream. I looked and like, where's the delivery? So I looked online, and it's like wrong address. So I checked, and they've sent it to the billing address, not the shipping address. So I spent all morning chasing both the courier and the company, the pet food company, trying to get them to talk to each other to sort it out. And because I couldn't get the courier wouldn't redirect the product on my bequest because I wasn't the sender, and the dog pet food company just didn't want to know. There's some idiot there that said, "Oh, it's our policy. Once the order's processed, we can't change it." I'm like, "Well, you've got an unhappy customer right here," and it took me the best part of an hour just to sort that mess out. And like, do you know all it took? I finally got through to someone at the pet company, and all it took them to do was ring up the courier and say, "Look, we made a mistake. We've put the billing address in the ship to field. Can you swap it about?" And move it to this, and say, "Yeah, no problem, it's coming tomorrow morning now instead of this morning." So my dog she's going to be treated today, so she's going to be having human food today instead of pet food. But I mean, come on. Not a good strategy, El Puno. You need to size down and scale back and look for those base hits. If you've lost a lot of money trading, don't try and recover it. Write it off. This is probably one of the best words of wisdom that you will ever get. And this was told to me when I was losing, and I would be going in big size unnecessarily. So if you've lost money trading, it doesn't matter whether it's across your career, it doesn't matter whether it's across the year, it doesn't matter whether it's just today. The worst thing you can do is revenge trade. So you don't want to be going in bigger size, trying to make back what you've already lost. When you lose, write it off. It's gone. That's your tuition fee for today. That's your tuition fee for learning how to trade. Every single trade that you take starts from zero. You don't look at what's gone on before. It starts from zero. So your entry needs to be on point. You need to be looking to make a gain. It needs to be base hit. If you get past the base hit, you can add to the position, scale in, and then maybe get a home run. Great, but don't be looking for the home runs with every trade. Start small. And if you're losing consistently, if you're having trouble with your emotions whilst trading, it's because you're trading too big. Trading should be boring. It really should be boring. If you find yourself adrenaline pumping, heart racing, I guarantee it's because you're trading too big for your comfort zone or too big for your account. Most likely a bit of both. So scale down. Base hits. If your base hits to where you're a comfort and you're getting to a level where the adrenaline and your heart rate aren't racing, the adrenaline's not pumping, and it means that you're risking $100, so risk $100. If it means you're risking $10, risk $10. Just scale back. Over time, once you get a level of consistent runs together, over time you can start to scale up. But you need that consistency first. Don't scale up unless you've got consistency. And you're only going to get consistency if you start small. That's just my 2 pennies worth for the day, and I'm going to lock it down with that positive tack. So in the meantime, I'm like all day here. I'm locking it down, nowhere near close to goal, but a win's a win. It's a small green day, and I'll be. And the problem is there, El Puno, is that you double your portfolio in a year, and then it's down 90% halfway through the next year. That means, in real terms, you've lost 80% of your original position. So just take it easy, guys. Just scale back and go back to basics and look for the smaller hits. You can scale up over time, but write that 80% loss, write it off, and start from your 20% where you've got left. Protect that like your life depends on it, and slowly and gradually grow it over time. Stop YOLOing into trades, guys. This whole Wall Street bets phenomenon, this ape movement about YOLOing into a trade, whether it be options, whether it be stocks, whether it be crypto, YOLOing into a trade, your entire position, and hodling for dear life, it's not a strategy. Unless your strategy is to lose money, don't YOLO into a trade and hodl for dear life. If you're going in with the maximum size, maximum buying power, and that's fine, but have a max risk in that trade as well. And if it hits your max risk, you cut it for a loss. Losing is part of trading. Everybody loses. I was in a conversation with this morning with a brokerage house that want me to go and trade with them, and I was talking to them and having that conversation with them about risk management and being profitable, consistently profitable, but more importantly about trade selection accuracy. Now, my trade selection accuracy this year is about 67%. So that effectively means that 2 out of every 3 trades I take are winning trades. But if I flip the jar over and I look at it from a half empty point of view, it means every time I'm taking a trade, I've got a third of them are losers. So 1 in every 3 trades of mine is a losing trade. So it's important that I make sure that my losing trades on the whole are less, they're not as big as my winning trades. And that's risk management. But anyway, I'm done. I'm going to walk the dog. You guys take it easy, manage your risk. Nvidia's going to the moon. Don't YOLO and hodl. But I'll see you tomorrow now before the market opens. Take it easy, guys.